We are obsessed with the release. When a jump shot hangs in the air, time seems to stop. We treat that exact fraction of a second as the entire point of the game, the defining moment where winning and losing is decided. But if you evaluate the game purely on expected shot values and basic box score metrics, you run into a math problem. Teams loaded with elite shooters frequently lose to rosters that look completely unconventional on paper. Analyzing the physical shot means you are studying the effect. To understand why a team actually wins, you have to study the cause. This suggests that the actual scoring is a byproduct of mathematical laws that take effect long before the ball is released. This brings us to a concept called possibility cost. We usually think about the expected point value of a shot, but we ignore the hidden penalty of taking a jumper too early in the shot clock. Look at this decision tree of a live possession. The exact moment a player decides to shoot, every other potential outcome on the floor, a layup, a foul drawn, an offensive rebound, instantaneously collapses to a 0% probability. As this updated tree shows, taking an ordinary mid-range jumper nets an expected value of 0.80 points. But by taking it early, you mathematically eliminate the path to a 1.81 point dunk or a 1.16 point corner three. Every voluntary mid-range jumper represents a massive surrender, a decision to hand high-value scoring possibilities back to the defense. Every second an offense holds the ball and runs cuts, screens, or passes, they force the opposing defenders to make high-speed decisions. Each of those decisions is a probability event, a chance for a mistake. This compounding probability curve tracks defensive execution. Even if an individual defender makes the right choice 95% of the time, stringing together just 4 simultaneous actions forces a mathematically verified 64.2% chance of a defensive mistake. Possession sovereignty is the ability to control this exact math. It means preserving your options and keeping the decision tree open until the defense physically fractures. Players like Nikola Jokić represent the peak of this metric. He ranks highest in modern history for delaying the collapse of a possession. He manipulates the floor, running error trials against the defense until someone steps out of position. True superstars do not settle for contested, low-value shots. Instead, they weaponize time until the defense mathematically breaks. Translating that micro-level possession math into a macro-level player evaluation gives us the Anchor Quality Index, or AQI. AQI isolates players who can shoulder a massive amount of offensive usage, maintain elite shooting efficiency, and generate a positive net rating while on the floor. It asks a simple question: does a player actually help the team when carrying the heaviest load? This data visualization maps the primary anchors for the last 24 NBA champions. Every single one of them sits comfortably above a strict threshold of 1.75 on the AQI scale. There are 0 exceptions in modern basketball. When you look at an extreme historical outlier, like Steph Curry's unanimous MVP season in 2016, you see an AQI soaring past 5.2. He maximized efficiency under maximum usage. Without an anchor mathematically proven to clear that 1.75 floor, a franchise is structurally disqualified from winning a title. That anchor requirement feeds directly into the ultimate team-level filter, the roster quality score. Every single championship team since the year 2000 has ranked in the top 5 of this metric among playoff teams. Look at this 24-season data matrix. It illustrates the interior anchor rule. To win a title, you must roster a big man who secures defensive rebounds at an elite rate and maintains a net positive impact. The compliance rate is 100%, 24 out of 24. Then there is the Draymond effect. 92% of championship teams rely on elite, net positive production from a player drafted 20th overall or later. The framework identifies a specific efficiency tax, the correlation between concentrated payroll and injury risk. When teams spend When you take all of this math, passability cost, sovereignty, and strict roster design, and apply it to an on-court strategy, you get the theoretical endgame, Powerball basketball. The 5-out structure works by pulling rim protection to the perimeter, clearing a direct lane for back picks and off-ball cuts to the basket. As the schematic updates, watch the defense react. They are forced into a binary choice. If they stay home, they surrender an uncontested dunk. If they collapse to protect the rim, they immediately surrender a wide-open corner three. There is no third option. Powerball basketball operates by aggressively bankrupting the opponent's defensive options, forcing a sequence of decisions where every available answer is wrong. In a perfect Powerball execution, the offense is commanded by a sovereign point guard like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a creator who dictates the terms of every late clock scenario and violently pressures the foul line. Defensively, this system requires a true goalie, an alien physical presence like Victor Wembanyama, who completely alters the opponent's floor geometry, allowing his teammates to play hyper-aggressive perimeter defense. Winning at the highest level depends on controlling the probability of the possession, securing a statistical advantage before the first shot ever goes up.